Welcome back, YouTube, to another Joe the Show podcast. Another 15-minute video about sports. Today we're going to be covering the NFL. We're going to be covering division by division each episode from here on out. The first division we're going to cover today is the NFC West. And once again, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. If you dislike the video, put some criticism at the bottom. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, go back and watch them. Comment on the videos. Give me your thoughts. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, the first team we're going to cover in NFC West is the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals, I expect them to finish last in this division. They have a bright future ahead of them with getting their franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray. Hopefully it can work out for him. I know everybody has his concerns for him because of how small he is, but in my opinion, he's very dynamic, so he can overcome his small skill sets. But this team, they're not talented enough. I would be surprised even if they win over 6 games. They just don't have enough talent. If I were them, I would just try to trade every valuable player I have, get assets back, get younger, and go from there. Next team, we got the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, I expect them to finish first place in this division. And I expect them to come out of the NFC again to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I just think this team, it's very talented, and the only significant free agent that they lost was Ndamukong Suh. They still got Aaron Donald to leave, and Peters and Gurley and Goff. Cooper Kupp will come back. They still got Cooks and Woods. So this team is going to be relatively the same. They're going to add a little bit more pieces from injury. And this team in the Super Bowl last year was disappointing because they only scored 3 points, and as much of an offensive juggernaut that the team was, they was a shell of themselves in the Super Bowl. But I expect them to be back healthy and ready to go for next season. Like I said, I think they'll come out the NFC. They just have too much talent, and compared to the other NFC teams, I just think that their scheme and their style of play will put them right back in the Super Bowl that they were last year. Yeah, I don't really see much competition within their own division. I think they will handle their division pretty well, and yeah, we'll see. We'll go from there. Next team, we got the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers, this is a sleeper team, in my opinion, because their front seven, in my opinion, is going to be top seven. Top seven, front seven. When you talk about DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Solomon Thomas, now they got D4 with Quan Alexander. They just have a very valuable team, and when you have a front seven as powerful as they do, it creates pressure on quarterbacks. Even if your secondary is not as good, you still create opportunities for your secondary to make plays on underthrown balls and whatnot. And Jimmy Garoppolo will be coming back, so the offense should get better. They, in my opinion, if they were to make the playoffs, I think they will make a huge run, just because the style of play they have is very in your face. Sort of like the Seattle Seahawks, who we'll be talking about next, is very powerful. We got George Kittle, Matt Breida, guys like Um, Guys like Jared McKinnon. Then you got guys like Pierre Garcon, which he might get traded. But then they drafted another receiver in the draft, Devo Samuel. Um, so this team definitely should make some noise. I think they're going to finish third though in this division. I just don't think that they have enough talent to overcome the teams that I believe will be ahead of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs. It's very likely that three teams could come out of one division. And I wouldn't be surprised if this division was to produce those three teams. And so now we move on to the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks, I believe, will finish second in this division. The Seattle Seahawks have everything you will want. You have your franchise quarterback. You have a rotation of running backs that you can throw at defenses. And now they have a receiving core with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, DJ Metcalf. So now you have weapons for Russell Wilson that he can actually go to. And the defense, while they don't have a superstar talented defensive player, they still have a good coach and defensive scheme to where they can pretty much give you a nice top 10 defense going to next year. And they they let's see, they can reach the Super Bowl, but you even seen last year that if they want to, they need to switch up the offensive scheme. Like, everyone knows when you have the defense knowing that you're gonna run the first two downs and then third down you're gonna pass, that becomes a problem because then defense is just load up the box first and second down. You may lose yards or you may not even gain any, and then not even third and distance, which create problems. So I think if they change up their scheme from now and then, they'll be all right, and they could possibly be in the Super Bowl as well. I wouldn't be surprised. And so now I'm going to transition back to the NBA as I take a preview of tonight's game, Warriors versus Raptors. So the Raptors, like I said in my last video, I believe will win tonight. Without Kevin Durant, I just think the Warriors don't have enough offense. Boogie, he's been hurt. Iguodala's been hurt. Klay Thompson's been hurt. This team, Kevin Looney's been hurt. This team has just been so injury prone and so brittle that the main guys who they expected to get offense from, they can't because they're hurt. And Toronto, they're healthy. I mean, Kawhi, he may be hobbled, but everyone else in the team is relatively healthy. And Kyle Lowry, he plays better on the road for some reason, and he played big in the games 3 and 4. I expect him to play big. Danny Green, I think he's gonna have one of his games to where he hits 4, 5, 6 threes, giving them a spark plug. And then Van Vliet, I expect him to hit some big shots. Ibaka, I expect him to play good defense and rebounding and shot blocking. And I think Kawhi will take it home. I think he will finish it off. We're going to have the Toronto Raptors win the 2019 championship. I really don't have much to expect going for the Warriors. I would be surprised if the Warriors won this game. Like I said, they don't have enough offense. But it's not even just the offense that's been poor in this series. It's been the defense as well. They haven't seemed to stop Toronto. Toronto has stopped itself by not hitting shots, really. You just saw it in Game 5 that all of a sudden, that 3 minute and whatever down the stretch, that they just didn't hit shots. And when you don't hit shots against this Warriors team, they have two guys who can hit threes from anywhere from the court, and it makes it harder for you to overcome that. But I don't think the Warriors can defeat Toronto tonight. I don't think they have a chance. Like I said, I think they would. I would be surprised if they did. And Golden State, I would just advise that you try to run the same thing, run the same defense that Toronto's been running on Steph Curry, a boxing one, which is basically 2-2 zone and the other one defender following the main guy. If you run that zone, you're gonna have Danny Green in the corner, who's just a set shooter, but he's been off. Sure, he can get fired, but if you see that his shot is not going, I would advise to run that. Siakam, uh, he's better at the rim than at the 3-point line. And Gasol, he can work himself, but that's why you have the 2-2, so the two defenders down low can trap the guy in the paint. But I don't know. We'll see. I think I have Toronto winning. Canada, I think this is good for them. Yeah, that's all I have today. I know I said 15 minutes, but it's gonna be quite short today. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you dislike the video, leave some criticism down below. And tomorrow we're gonna be covering the AFC West. I'll try to bring some more content to you. Trying to upload these videos more frequently. Uh, give people a chance to get their thoughts out there. And if you do comment, I will promise to comment back. I like having little debates. I like interacting with the fans. I like to interact with the community, interact with people. So, like I said, thank you for watching. Come listen to the channel, and thank you for your support. And y'all have a good day.